Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do Oreshek Fortress, but first I just want to announce you that I've been grinding this dungeon until level 15, but don't you worry, I didn't do any quests. As you can see, we're dressed differently. I have a two-handed weapon. In the meantime, while I was doing the dungeon, the two-handed mace dropped, and yeah, it's this one. And I opened the chest with a new weapon, and this double-handed mace dropped. Of course, it will replace your equipped weapon, so if I had a two-handed mace, it automatically gave me a two-handed mace. So, before we continue, we also grinded all of our gear from the dungeon. As you can see, we have the chest, the gloves, and the boots. That's all we can get. And weapon, no, I don't really need, because mine from the chest is even better. Alright, so let's sell these. And I did it with the mercenaries, which I will show you immediately how to do it. And also I turned in the mercenary quest. So yeah, first off we're gonna go back, because we have our gibbering friends over here in the back with a quest for this dungeon. You can see we are level 15, and at this point we can do the apprentice quest, but my mentor isn't online, so pretty much I cannot do it right now. But hopefully I will find him soon. Hopefully he will be online. Alright, so Husky family. You've done well, but those first two assignments were just tests. The runaway unicorn and the runaway satyr were the two assignments. We wanted to see if you could actually handle our main concern. You see, our feature attraction at the zoo was supposed to be a real-life troll. When our ship wrecked, the wild beast took off looking for trouble the first chance he got. We know roughly where to look, somewhere where there's war and corpses. That's where the monster will go, attracted by the scent of blood. Can you think of any places like that? What a gloomy thought. We know, you should head to Cape Lookout, where Oreshek Fortress stands. There's a battle in full swing around it. When the troll is dead, the sad story of our attempt to start a zoo will be over. When you return, there will be a reward waiting for you. And the reward is actually some pants, which are kind of better than mine. Yeah, they're definitely better. So that's only one quest, but before we enter the dungeon, we have like 2 free dungeon quests that we need to do. So we're gonna do that right away. And also here you can see that we have our chest, the level 15 chest, which will upgrade our equipment, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So first things first, we're gonna ignore this guy, Kirill, because we will take this quest after we've done the dungeon. Alright, so this guy, Nicholas the Weber. May the light shine upon you. My name is Nicholas the Weber, the elven representative of the Oreshek stronghold and a counselor to the commander. You are going to Oreshek to put an end to the rebellion, I've also got a personal request, a very delicate matter. I am aware that it was thanks to your efforts that the enemy's plans have been disclosed and the fate of my relative illuminated. If captured, he could become a terrible weapon in the hands of our enemy. We are here to prevent that and save Antoine de Weber. Don't let my family member be a reason for war. Pray the light bless you and your comrades in arms. Alright. So basically, at this point we have to rescue one elf and to kill a troll. Alright, so on the windblower. He was on Ethelmet Isle, and that the comment tower. Greetings, it seems that fate has thrown us together again and we must unite our efforts once more. I'm here by the order of the Gibberling Embassy. The army is in need of skillful scouts. I managed to infiltrate the fortress and gather some intelligence about the enemy forces. But that is not the matter at hand. While I was in the fortress, I saw a fellow Gibberling. He's a scout who leading one of the expeditions that search for our homeland. Like me, he is now on his own, for it seems that the enemy did not spare his brothers. There was no way for me to talk to him, but since you're going to the fortress, you can find him for me. The findings from his expedition in search of Isa are very important to us Gibberlings, so he must be saved. I suggest you don't go into Oreshek fortress on your own. I tried and failed. Don't repeat my mistakes. Make sure to bring a lot of friends with you. For sure, we will bring the mercenaries, and I will show you exactly how to do. Alright, and this is the lead commander. Our first attempt to make a gap in the wall was a big, fat bust. As soon as we started our attack, the rebels made a charge and killed the cannon crews and broke the catapults. Here, if you want to help, there's no better way than to just get right in the middle of it. Go to the siege line and fix the broken catapult. Perhaps one soldier will be able to do what many could not. The cannons will definitely be guarded, so prepare to fight. That's the only way we can crack this fortress defense. Okay, so we're gonna go and repair some catapults. But first, yeah, these are good catapults. We're gonna use them. And actually, this is kind of nice because you see those towers over there, they're actually destructible if you use these catapults. And then we're gonna use this. And as you can see, that tower collapsed. And we're gonna do once more. This one. Bang. Alright. So, first things first, we're gonna fix this broken catapult. And we are expecting some attackers. Alright, pretty easy, pretty easy. That's how much damage you do when you have a two-handed weapon, and also because we are high level now. Wow, these catapults are actually being repaired so fast. And look at me and look at the size of the catapult. So I don't believe in real life you can do this. But this is just a game, and real life is just real life. Okay, so we finished repairing the catapults. Right now we're going to complete this quest. By the light, at last there's someone who's done something useful, and I'll order the cannon crews to start shelling the fortress walls at once. Alright, the key tower. Now we need to hold a safe point that we can shell the fortress from. There are several guard towers standing halfway between us and the fortress. Seize the central one and hold it while the attack is underway. The enemy will surely want to reclaim it, but don't let them do that. As soon as the initial bombardment is over, come back and we'll proceed to the operation's crucial phase. Remember, you have to defend the tower the entire time. If you die or flee, the enemy will take the tower, and all our efforts will be for nothing. We'll have to start back at square one. My advice is that you find yourself a partner for this task. The enemy will surely use his best troops to assault your position, and you'll be better off if you have someone covering your back. Okay. Hello. So, that is the central tower. And we're gonna go right to it. Whoop. And these guys die pretty easily. I can't say the same for elite mobs. Those are still a nuisance. We're here and we're gonna use full summer that will detect enemy units. And 3 of them. Alright. Right. I need 2 more. As you can see, we are on the front line and there is firing right here. Okay, gonna do this again. Oh. Come on. Alright, and we've done it. So, let's get on with it, shall we? And this is kind of annoying, so I think I'll open the chest. It appears right here under my other shortcuts like auto loot and whatever. Alright, we are here. So, I'm already looking forward for the big moment when we burst into the fortress and kill the bastards. My work council has developed a detailed assault plan. You should talk to all the council members and learn what your part in the future operation is. And we have green gloves, which are not better than my purplish one. And complete. Raising the victory banner. Okay, here's the plan. Our astral ship attacks the fortress from the... Alright. Okay, here's the plan. Our astral ship attacks the fortress from the north and lands troops under the fortress walls. Simultaneously, our land troops start the assault. This way, we will distract the rebel forces, making it easier for you to accomplish your main goal. Break into the courtyard and hoist the League banner on the fortress spire. That will be a signal for the reserves to attack. Besides, when the rebels see our flag raised behind their backs, they'll think that the fortress is no longer in their hands. That will undermine their morale and make them easier prey for my soldiers. The outcome of the assault depends on your success. Don't fail us. Oh yes, and keep your eyes open while you're in enemy territory. You might notice some documents or something that could be of great interest to us. Okie dokie. So, we are now preparing to enter the dungeon, Oreshek Fortress. First, let me open this. Buy a bag of 10 folios of knowledge at an incredible low price. No, I'm alright. I'm gonna put this here. Come on, put this here. I'm gonna use this one, and we finished them. Alright. Basic deposit box, 36 slots. Kind of the same, I don't know. Alright, so this is coupon for free additional quest log slots. Okay. Quest log for now. Let's see. Answer quest, I think. Yeah, we also kind of change. We buy quest log, so we can have more quests at the time. Alright, and we have 13 recruits challenge, which I will not be opening them right now. And we have a Defiant Commander. And he gives us a cloth shirt. Alright guys, this is the hole in the wall. So basically what are we gonna do? We're gonna enter the dungeon and immediately we're gonna go to the right, because there's a mob coming on the way, and if I don't summon the mercenaries on time, he's gonna attack me and I'm gonna die because they're elite. So sneak into the fortress. Yep, there he is. We're gonna summon the mercenaries. Yeah, this is the mercenary camp. So basically you can hire by paying with gold. And at this level I'm just gonna need the tank, the healer, and a mage. As you can see, there is an orc, and this is a Sadaganian. And you have controls here. The Z is for attack, X is for retreat, and C for standing back. Stay away. Okay, so why do we have a Sadaganian and an orc if we are on the league side? Well, they're mercenaries, and besides the mercenaries there are other neutral factions that accept whatever species. So later in game you will see factions that have orcs working with gibberlings. So actually, yeah. Alright, so let's continue. We're gonna go right here first. Press Z. He will go forwards. Don't worry, the mercenaries will carry you on. If you have a full group, it will be easier, but I will not have a full group because I want to keep my money, because each mercenary is actually expensive. So the only way I'm gonna grind the dungeons are by trying to hire less mercenaries. So tank, healer, and why do I choose this guy for the DPS? Well, he's very good against groups of mobs. He has an AoE spell, very useful. Yeah, that. giant fireball, which basically at this point solos everything. So this was the runaway troll. And we get another two-handed weapon. Yeah, this time it was pretty easy to get this. Normally it's hard to get this. Normally you get wands and spears from the troll. And yeah, we killed the troll, we get his loot, and we found our gibberling, which is apparently dead. His body clearly shows signs of the torture he endured. The gibberling's death was neither quick nor pleasant. Alright. Informed Ton, the windblower, of the gibberling scout's death. Unfortunately, the results of his expedition will be lost to the gibberlings forever. Okay. Unless he can resurrect, which has a lore over here. Everybody can resurrect. Well, almost everybody. I think the resurrection is only for the Holy Land. The Holy Land is a zone which you can start at level 23. Well, that's the recommended level. You can start on contested territory, and also the Empire will be there, and Imperial players. So yeah, actually in lore only there you can resurrect. That's no problem. I resurrected even here, so yeah. Bravo, 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 bravo. Go, go, go. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Almost easy. Because the last boss actually gave me a lot of headache. Surrounded by 4 other mobs, and the tank couldn't handle all the damage, so I had to use Unity for extra protection of the group. So first things first, we're gonna save the elf. As you see, there's channeling over there. We have an Imperial boss right here, more crooked. Okay, and he gives us paired weapons, pair of maces. You can use also paired weapons. In this case, paired maces, which is only one item. You see, you can, it counts as a two-handed, but they're actually 2 one-handed. So yeah, but I'm not gonna use that. My two-handed okay, Antoine de Vevre. Let's see. Rescued? I can't believe it. How could it be that all is not yet lost? Because I'm here? Yeah. The hope of being rescued had already died in me. I myself had almost died. Your being here restores me to life. I can feel power rising in me. Now, when our enemies are dismayed and their commanders are in fear and trembling, I can escape this damned demon's fortress on my own. Don't worry about me. Tell my friend Nicholas that my life is out of danger. Thank you. Okay. So, we actually completed the quest. Before, you actually needed to escort this guy to the entrance, and I think again this is the case. Yeah. So basically you needed to escort him, but you don't need this anymore, even if those guys appeared. So let's continue on. So, 2 bosses killed. Oh, and by the way, he has a control ability called Respect My Authority. So it immobilizes you and you cannot do anything. So this dungeon is pretty rough for melee attackers. For the tanks and melee DPS, it's kind of hard. You need to go one by one. Alright, we're gonna go here. Out. And he is done. Okay, that's why everybody was stunned, because of this one guy can pretty much wipe a whole group. And I'm just gonna go and kill everything in this dungeon, just for the extra XP. Come on. And this guy is far too big, and I cannot see my character because of him. Alright. So we're almost one level higher. Nearly not enough. Alright. We're all full up. And oh my god, they have 3 wizards, which those are the basically the hardest hitting mob there is. Gudimir Belsky, leader of the Kenyan rebels. Go, 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 go. And please, 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 do an AoE. And bravo, they're all dead. And we can use Unity. And as you can see, this boss likes to put you in chains. Like burn the witch chains. Alright. Which immobilizes you and slowly killing you. Well, not exactly slowly, that's why a group member needs to release you. And this boss, the final boss, usually gives you 3 purples, and always there are armor or shield or offhand. Never weapons. Weapons are dropped by the other bosses. So, we're here. We need to take the rebel plans. And the banner. So basically we're gonna go back at the entrance and raise the banner. And another wizard appeared. I don't know what's with him. Yeah, so guys, this is actually the dungeon. And I suggest you grind it a few levels. I started at level 12 and finished at level 15, and you can grind experience and also you can grind money. As you can see, as you saw at the start of the video, we had our bag full. Basically you need to do this dungeon a few runs, and you don't have to reset dungeon or something like that. You just do it and wait outside the dungeon for like 20 minutes or something. It will automatically reset. And when you have a full bag, you just go to the camp and sell everything and just come back, because the mercenaries are quite expensive. A couple of runs, you should feel the difference. And we're raising the flag right now. Raise the banner, okay, and that is the flag over there. And we finished with our dungeon. Alright, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna show you every mercenary. So, ask about mercenaries. When I was younger, tales of my brave deeds were told from Farox to all one. But now I have retired and I help those who want to perform well in combat and earn a good living at the same time. My mercenaries will be happy to help you. All you have to do is pay. If you want, you can hire 1 or 5 if you need. You only need to shake your purse and my mercenaries will come to help you at any time. Rowdy the Protector. So this is the tank. You should have to search to find another soldier like Rowdy Brow. He started as a bouncer in some dirt tavern. Then he joined the army, but he didn't stick it for long. He has a difficult character. It is not suited to army discipline. But then he's as strong as a bull. He can break horseshoes with his hands. As soon as this Hulk appears on the battlefield and the enemy sees him, they don't pay attention to any other fighters. But it makes no difference to Brow. In heavy armor, the blows are likely mosquito bites to him. His armor is not simple. It is impregnated with meteorite iron. If he's not lying, of course. Okay. So if you need a reliable defender, then you won't go wrong with Bro. True, he's a little touched in the head. He had a difficult childhood. Iron toys, a harsh environment, a total redneck in short, but he earns his contract money down to the last penny. As he says, no cheating or the guys won't understand. Alright. So, this is the tank. And let's continue on with the Tahitian, the healer, Matron Lighthand. If they are unlucky enough to get an elbow in the stomach, then our mercenaries have but one hope. Matron Lighthand, a wonder woman. Her methods are severe but effective. It goes without saying, if her idea of anesthesia is to give you a whack of a crowbar on your skull, Yeah, that's kind of a aggressive anesthetic. And you should hear her curse in 3 languages at the same time. They say that she was thrown out of the Church of Light because of her sharp tongue. But what is that to us? She can curse all she wants as long as she knows her business. And Stormer can curse up a storm. So there's no point in going into combat without Matron. She heals wounds, deactivates poisons, and removes curse in a flash. And she can flash past your eyes so quickly you won't know what hit you. Alright. We're gonna go with Michael Grammer the Wizard. This is the wizard, basically a mage. Generally Michael does not like me to blabber about his past, but I will tell you as a potential client. It was no accident that Michael Grammer ended up in our squad, one of the best graduates of the Imperial School of Magic, a proper specialist, ending up in a squad of mercenaries. Nonsense. The fact is that Michael decided to write some dissertation on some complicated subject that I would need a bottle of something strong to even explain it to you. And to research the practical side of it, he had to set off on a long journey, so he hired our squad as protection on the road. Oh, we drank with him like there was no tomorrow, and we went to such places in the name of science that make Siberia look like a resort. So we will go to Siberia right after this. And we fought so many enemies back to back that I have lost count. Anyways, he finished his dissertation, but he had lost his taste for science. He had another passion now, travel and a good fight. So he agreed with his commanders that he would join a mercenary squad, and that the mercenaries would provide the Imperial eggheads with any information that might interest them, free of charge. Sometimes we had to hand over such precious trophies for nothing, my heart wept. But Michael is worth more to us than any trophy. Where would you find another person like that, who can calculate budgets and tell informative stories? And he just despawned. Come on. Back here. And tell informative stories and use scientific methods where we would only be able to swing a hammer. And when he throws meteors, it's a pleasure to watch. Yeah, so that's the AoE ability. Very, very strong, I may say. Alright. Alright, so let's see the shooter, Casper Flinty. Actually, he is a scout. One shot, one corpse. That's what he is like, our Casper. He has always had a bow in his hand since he was a child. He grew up on Umar, and the creatures there are not like here. Mosquitoes as big as your head, and squirrels that could take off your arm up to the elbow. Casper's father was a famous hunter, and he trained his son from the get-go. Okay. But then misfortune befell him. Robbers attacked their village and slashed everybody to pieces. Casper was the only one to survive. He had been out hunting at the time. He returned to see only charred remains where the cottages had stood. Casper was enraged and swore to get vengeance on the killers. He got vengeance, he tracked them all down and shot them. And then he was planning to kill himself too. When our squad passed by, we could see a man standing on the bridge with a stone tied to his neck. And he plunged from the bridge straight into the river. Then our witch glanced at him and said, I sensed that his time was not yet come. Anyway, the dragged out man matron pumped him out, and Stormer gave him a few slaps on the face for prophylactic purposes. She gives quite a slap. It would relieve any depression. Okay. And Stormer, who's Stormer? I believe, yeah, the other mercenary. We will talk about it later. She gives quite a slap. It would relieve any depression. Okay. And that's how it happened that the almost drowned man joined up with us. If you want to deal quickly with an enemy, hire Casper. You won't go wrong. Hire mercenary, Casper. So, that is Casper, the shooter. He's a very good ranged DPS for bosses especially because he doesn't have any AoE, but he has single target damage, very, very good. Alright, first things first, we're gonna recall these guys and hire the other guys. Alright, so we have the other guys. We already told about the previous three and Casper, and we still have Stormer the Fierce, another orc, and Lisa the Vavor, which she was supposed to be an elf, and she used to be an elf, and they just redone her. But also the name suggests that she's an elf, and yeah, for me it's an elf. Ask about mercenaries. Stormer. Oh, Stormer is not only our best fighter, she is our lucky charm and guardian angel. She has saved our squad so many times by slashing through the surrounding enemies. I have lost count. In combat, she is not a woman but a hurricane, and you should keep away from her when she is in action. She could crush you without even noticing it. But it wasn't so long ago that she joined us. There was this business where we were involved in a few years ago. Wild orcs have gotten into a habit of robbing a village, and we were hired to hang these robbers from the trees along the road. We hunted for that gang for a long time. We combed all the surrounding forests. We finally found the scoundrels and hemmed them into a gorge. Then their leader came out and said, "You will finish us off, but you will lose half of your squad in the process." And she challenged me to a duel. If I won, I could do with them as I wished. If I lost, then they could leave. And he again is gone. Come on. Anyway, I won that fight, and it turned out that they were not bandits at all, but ordinary orcs that were forced out of their native village by Draw. Anyway, we let these would-be robbers go, but their leader, Stormer, decided to stay with us. And we have nobody more reliable and loyal in our squad than her. And you should see her fight. It's a wonder to behold. So if you're after a powerful attack, go ahead and hire Stormer. Yeah, I don't usually use her. Only if I want a full group, I would choose Stormer, which is a melee DPS. Also has an AoE. And also, if our main tank dies, she can tank a little bit, but she's not a tank, so she will die probably. But if our main tank dies, she can save up some time. Right, and the last one, Lisa the Weber, the witch. Lisa is a little reticent about her past. She has been in our squad for a number of years, but nobody can say that they know her very well. She is bitchy and hot-headed, but she is reliable as a rock. I would trust her with my life, no question, but at your first meeting we almost finished each other off. Because of her quarrelsome nature, she threw in her studies of elf magic, quarreled with her house, and left for who knows where. She wandered around the world, gaining experience. She even lived with the druids for a while. And when she got bored with her traveling, she settled in a forest hut next to a small village and decided to earn a living as a herbalist. Everything would have been fine, but a poor harvest was followed by pestilence, and the peasants were stupid and superstitious. There was this one clever Clogs. He remembered about the forest witch and blamed her for all the misfortune. Okay. The men armed themselves with sickles and scythes and went to her hut to burn the witch, but she gave them a good hiding. They ran off so fast you couldn't see their heels for dust. As soon as they reached their village they felt hard. They were afraid to go back to the witch themselves. And then we wandered into the tavern. So the villagers hired our gang to catch the god-awful witch and hand over to the local authorities for a fair trial. Fair trial, okay, As if she could be caught, she met us on the approach and the whole thing almost ended up in slaughter. Luckily, everything worked out. In the end, we had a heart with her, and we agreed that she would leave the village with us, and then we would see. Anyway, it ended up with Lisa staying with our group. And you know, I have never once regretted that decision, and her ability to meddle with enemies' heads has saved our skins many times. Okay. So basically, I don't know what she does. I didn't pretty much. I mean, I tried to see what she does, but nah. I still prefer Stormer. Alright. So for future dungeons, I will go for the tank. For the healer, of course. And then DPSs, I start with the mage, the grammar guy, because he has this pretty good AoE, and not just for AoE, it's a very nice damage dealer. And then I will go for this guy because he's very good for bosses. And between those two, I clearly would choose the melee fighter. So this was our dungeon. Let's go. Alright, first things first, we're gonna go to the gibberlings first. Because they're far off. And we will get our pants. Our new pants. These were good while they lasted. The Novograthian boiled leather pants. But it's time to move on. So, as you can see, there's still war over there. Whatever. Let's continue. And our mentor is online? Nope. And we pretty much finished all of the light wood. So, Husky family. Let's see what they have to say. This has been the most stressful time in our lives. We nearly ran out of hope, but your actions have salvaged the situation. Thanks so much for your help. Alright, and we're gonna go with... Nope. Nope. This one. And let's equip them. Alright. Yeah, they're better looking. These are too clownish. These are better. Less is more. So we're back at the camp, and we are finished. Almost. You will see why. Freedom at last. You saved him. The Weber family will always look favorably upon you. Okay. And we will get these ones. Complete. Let's equip. Alright. I ask you to meet with Pierre de Desiree once more. I'm going to escort the Elven Magister to the Enclave and help him regain his powers and confidence. Tell Pierre de Desiree about our victory and do not be shy in asking for a reward. Your deeds merit one. May the light be with you. Oh, okay. Dead? What a loss, my friend. He was a merry, jesting fellow, able to laugh in the face of death. I'm sure he died with a joke on his lips. For sure. The gibberling's fate. I ask you to go back to the capital and tell the Grey family about our bereavement. Apparently, we'll have to organize another expedition to Ploth the Astral in search of our homeland. You have done much for us, and I'm sure Asgard will have something to reward you with for your help. Perhaps he'll also have another mission for you. Our life here, among the men and elves, is not as pleasant as one might conclude from looking at my brethren's carefree faces. Raising the victory banner, and we will get a shield. Victory by the light. I thought I'd never be able to hear that word again. The League banner is flying proudly over the fortress. The rebellion has been quelled, and it's all thanks to you. So take this reward from me, a weapon engraved with your name. Let it be of use to you while continuing to serve the League. Actually, we're gonna keep these. Okay, so we have two quests. First, we're gonna do this repeatable one, which gives you 1000 reputation with the construction council, but we don't need this. I just like to do it, and you can do it once per day. Would you like to offer your services for the good of the League? If so, then I have a task for you. This one elf told me that many of our diseases are spread by insects, flies, mosquitoes, and so on. Allegedly, they carry the infections from host to host, spreading death all over the island. Whether or not that's true, I cannot say, but what I can say is that the infection of mutiny is spread by rebels, those who subvert the mind and propagate evil. The only solution is to destroy the carriers of these diseases, a task that you should be doing just about every day. The more successful you are, the more honor and respect you will garner. Okay. So basically, we just need to go and kill some rebels here. 6 sorceresses and 6 fighters. I think this quest is better before we go to the dungeon. I mean, it should be repeatable without doing the dungeon quest first. It's just my opinion. Fight is still going on, even though we captured the fortress. But we are not special snowflakes, so everyone needs to capture the fortress. So it's continuously in war. And also sometimes from the last boss you can have these tiny soul fragments used to make armor that enhances control abilities. Not every time it drops, but all the time that I was spending, I was grinding game only 3 times. And believe me, I've done the dungeon more than 3 times. I think I've done it for 3 full bags. So if you calculate the bag and put 5 times, 5 slots means 1 run. So I think there's, yeah, enough times. Alright, let's go. So yeah, whatever. These tiny soul fragments are used for professions. And I told you I'm not gonna do professions, but what if I will start to do? I'm just gonna keep them right here. I'm not gonna sell them, or if I'm gonna sell them, I think I'll probably go for the auction house. Maybe. Alright, what is this? I need to sell this. Okay, so we're here. Excellent, the League will never forget your help. And okay, we have a Smile of Fortune once again. As you can see, it's very randomly appears, but it's alright. You have found some curious papers. Even at a glimpse I can see that the flame of rebellion could soon flare up in other places. In fact, the whole league could become enveloped in it. This information would surely be of interest to the great mage Aidenus. Take the papers to him. Decisions on matters such as this must be made by the highest level, whatever. We're gonna get a new belt. Okay, and now finally we can take this quest. You will see why. I beg your pardon and all that, and I don't even know how to put it. I guess I'll just say it and hope it comes out sounding alright. Now then, I've heard that you happen to be helping the innkeeper with a certain delicate matter. The concern she had about her marital status, you know. I'll soon return to the capital since the war is over. I'm going to visit her, have a couple of drinks, and, you know, look at her and let her look at me. Perhaps we could, you know, if you happen to be going in that direction, tell her to get ready. Say, there's a real man coming to comfort the poor widow. Tell her not to make plans with anyone and wait for the real man instead. I'm not one who permits any lechery in my family. You tell her that. Okay. So, after trying to find someone for the lady, this guy, apparently after the hair color, he's kind of old. Apparently he doesn't want to die alone either, so yeah, we're gonna help him. First things first. Yeah, we're gonna go to the main square. And we have also the Elven district and Gibberling district. But for now we need to go and speak with the leader of the league himself. Here it is. And these guys. Oh no, later. Very much later. These are hard times, but we won't give up. We'll make it through. We'll win. Okay. It seems like it may be too early to be celebrating just yet. I have further evidence here that some of our citizens may not be ready to let go of the old ways. Once they make room for a new Kenya, a great and mighty nation that's able to withstand the challenges of this world will rise up. And we're gonna go for this one. Ambitions. Achievement. Complete the Rebels plans or the Heart of the Power plant quest. Okay, Rebels plan and Heart of the whatever, it's the Imperial quest. The opposite. You will receive the achievement only if you complete it for the first time on this account. Okay. Certificate for furry premium crystals. Do we have that? No. Oh, that's right. I think we've... Yeah. I did this achievement before. So, whatever. Let's change this. Oh my god. Alright. A trip to Siberia. Because of you, all of Lightwood has become more peaceful lately. If only we had more people like you, and this world would be a much better place. Oh well, there's no point in daydreaming. We still have a lot to do and we can't waste time on trifles. I have just received a dispatch from Siberia from Vlad Stresnew, whatever, commander of the League Defenders at the Molotokba Merchants Trading Post. He's asking for help. I'm placing you at his disposal. I'm sure he will find a good use for your abilities. Siberia is a wild and harsh country to the north of Lightwood. We only just begun to conquer it. We are literally biting into the ice and snow and making alliances with local tribes. We have sent out a major expedition under Ernolai Soniko, although we haven't heard from them in a long time. There's plenty of work. I'm sure you'll find something to do. Okay, so we're gonna go to Siberia. Siberia is this. Apparently a snowy land. Alrighty. Ouch. And this one. And here we have 3 abilities maxed out. I'm not using, I should be using this one, Incineration. It's basically a dot, but whatever. Siberia, okay, we're gonna have 2 more predictions for level 15. Was it cold in Siberia? Prepared to what lies ahead of you. As it is far worse. Whirlpool, you will be sent into a furious storm. A bean pod waiting for you will be gibberlings, desperate for help in every way possible. Blood shall be shed, but it will be not your own. This blood is ancient and filled with power. I wish you luck. And 17, give me your hand. Look, can you see this line? There is a castle looming over a big and joyless village. Be mysterious. The mysteries that are hidden deep within dark water you will discover. These lines cross his board. Whatever the head of the League Defenders will give you a task himself. A druid and a priest are in dire need of aid. A mournful veil of unfortunate soul that is trapped by a force that is powerful and ugly. I feel that this force is going to be looking for you. So we don't have... No, he's not online. And we also have the guide over there. And best friends. What is best friends? Do you have a real friend? Not just a friend, but someone? Whatever. Come on. This is socialized place. You can get married, and this game, and also you can have best friends now. So it's a terrible loss. He was a brave scout. What a pity. I hope fortune will smile on the other scouts and they will come back safely, bringing happy news. Your help in this case deserves a reward. Choose what you think will be most useful. Alright. The intelligence agent secret. Our intelligence agency has been plagued by misfortune. More of our astral agents have disappeared. The eye-popping family, a cousin of my grandma's neighbor's sisters, recently saw them in Siberia. Alright. She says that the eye-popping family is back from an assignment and has been visiting with their relatives in Siberia for a while. But then they just vanished without a trace. They might have been kidnapped by the enemy or taken by a beast. Like all other gibberlings, reconnaissance, whatever, agents, the eye-popping family was involved in the search of our lost homeland. That's why we desperately need to know what they found. What they found didn't find on their last mission. You've been such a great help in the past. Would you be willing to help out again? I need you to find out who they spoke to and what they're talking about. It'd be best to start in Gravenstein, a small gibberling settlement in the very heart of Siberia. That's where they were last seen. Okay. Gift. You might have heard of the 12 great martyrs already. They were 12 great mages who gave their lives after the great cataclysm to protect the Allods from the astral. Their spirits still linger in the astral, and people have found a way to call upon their powers to make one of their patrons. Anyway, I have a good news for you. I heard that a druid by the name of Fyodor Vetrov is willing to help others make one of the 12 great martyrs their patron. I would advise you to meet him at the Cape of Good Hope in Siberia and do everything he says. Okay, see you. So we're gonna learn another martyr ability. The Joiner of Hearts. Listen everyone. This is the whatever. And this quest will go. We will go to Siberia. It's perfect that you're here. I have work for you. Very urgent. You should deliver a very important cargo to Molotov. And you cannot use the portal. Any magical influence will destroy bag's contents. What is in this bag? I don't know. I know that a Eunice himself has signed it. You should act the following way. You will take this bag and run to Ivan, also horseman. He is warned and it is waiting for you. Talk to him and he will give a special horse for this task. Climb on him and set on travel to Siberia. There you should find blood, whatever League Defenders Commander. You should give this back to him. You have only 1 hour for everything. Hurry. Everything clear? Are you sure we have only 1 hour? Doesn't say anything, so yeah, whatever. And for the Meter of Hearts, teleport to the Wedding Chapel. And here is where you get married. But I'm not gonna do this. Next up, we're gonna go to the Elves. And I still want to do the Apprentice quest. Nicholas the Weber has requested a reward for you, and even if he didn't, we are eager to reward you for all you have done. We also propose that we continue our cooperation. There are still many questions left to answer. Okay. Chasing Okay. The head of the disgraced house, the Dowser, is hiding out in Siberia. There are many secluded locations where he could be hiding, and we've already dispatched an Avenger to look for him. However, we'd like you to help him find this criminal. Our Avenger's name is Avery the Grandeur. Okay? And he's now exploring Siberia with Ernolai Sotnikov. Find him and offer to help with whatever he needs. This mission may also be related to our nameless one. There are plenty of dark spots and the history of the House of the Dowser. Perhaps later we'll have the time to tell you about all the subtleties of the great game. Alright. So, we are here, Ivan Ovsov. I know already you need a combat racer to complete an important government task. I'll help you. Talk to me when you're ready to go. Saddle up, lucky you, you got the best horse. I will give you a scroll allowing you to summon it for a short time. Use it, then open your... whatever. Okay, so we will get a horse now. And yeah, 1 star horse, 1 star and rank. Okay. Hey, Innkeeper, did you miss us? Lucky you. What did you say? And what does he look like? Stately? Oh, I've got to cancel all the appointments now. That's simply dazzling. Well, this is serious. Got to prepare for the wedding. Why not? The war is over, life goes on. And this is a present from me for bringing the good news. And a letter to the innkeeper. I kept wondering how I could repay you for your help. And here's what I come up with. My brother Timur runs a tavern in Siberia. It's almost like we have a tavern keeper this dynasty in our family. Anyway, I've written him a letter where I recommend you very highly. He will find Timur in Molotova, a trading post in Siberia. Give him this letter and he will find you a suitable job. Together, head north along the western shore of White Lake. The road will lead you to Siberia. Good luck. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna leave for a moment. This was Lightwood. We finished also Oreshek Fortress, and we're gonna go to Siberia, and yeah, I'm just gonna go with auto move. Actually, mounted auto move. So, see you in Siberia. Enjoy. Oh my god. Come on. Of course, auto move will choose the shortest path. We're gonna go to Astral Academy, then use the portal to, of course, to this lake. And now we can officially go to Siberia right here. So, see you there. Alright guys, so this is Siberia, a snowy land, and this is where we're gonna end our video. Yeah, a new land over here. This is actually quite a big map. Well, bigger than Lightwood, of course. Not bigger than other maps, but it's still bigger. So, we will see you on our next video. Bye bye.